Hello Superman fans, welcome back here. The battle between two Supermen has finally come to a close. One stood tall in 2013 with a darker, heavier tone. The other soared in 2025 with a hopeful, bold reboot for a brand new DC universe. But when the numbers were tallied and the dust settled, one thing became clear: it's not just about how much a film makes, it's about how much it keeps. From the beginning, there was noise around the budget of James Gunn's Superman. Online rumors painted a picture of a bloated production desperate to break even. Gunn, known for addressing misinformation head-on, made it clear early on: the numbers being tossed around were exaggerated. And now, with the film out on digital platforms and streaming on HBO Max, the full picture is finally visible. Superman's theatrical journey has mostly wrapped up, and it's time to compare it with its spiritual predecessor, Man of Steel. Superman 2025 finished its global box office run with a respectable $615.2 million. Of that, $354 million came from domestic audiences, a strong performance that placed it among the top 75 films in US box office history. But international markets didn't match that momentum, bringing in $262 million, noticeably lower than the domestic haul. The production budget reportedly sat at $225 million. That figure excludes marketing, which usually adds tens of millions more. For a film to be considered profitable, studios often look for a 2 to 2.5 times return on production costs. In Superman's case, the break-even range would have been somewhere between $450 and $562 million. With a final gross of $615 million, the movie not only crossed that line but did so with a comfortable cushion. Meanwhile, let's rewind to 2013. Man of Steel, Henry Cavill's big solo outing, was also a foundational chapter for its era, launching the DCEU. It made $670.1 million worldwide, slightly more than Gunn's Superman. The domestic total was $291 million, and the international pull was a strong $379 million, a near inversion of the 2025 film's box office trend. On paper, Man of Steel won the raw numbers battle, but that would be a premature conclusion. The real picture emerges when you factor in inflation, changing economics of global cinema, and, most importantly, profits. If Man of Steel's original $225 million budget is adjusted for inflation, it climbs to about $312 million today. Likewise, its domestic gross would inflate to roughly $419 million. But international markets are harder to predict with inflation due to different currencies and reporting. Still, using the same international number, Man of Steel's inflated total climbs to $798 million. Some analysts, like Dan Morrell, even estimate it at $868 million. But those are gross numbers, not net profit. According to a 2013 report from Deadline, Man of Steel earned Warner Brothers just $42.7 million in profit. That's after deducting marketing costs, revenue splits with theaters, and other expenses. On the other hand, James Gunn's Superman is estimated to generate $125 million in theatrical profit, nearly triple that of Man of Steel. Even when adjusted for inflation and analyzed in a conservative light, Superman appears to have outperformed Man of Steel where it matters most, in the books. Morrell's deeper financial breakdown suggested Superman had an estimated loss of $77.7 million compared to Man of Steel's $89.2 million. However, current reporting actually contradicts that view and confirms that Gunn's film was indeed profitable. And so, the victor is clear. Not because of flashy international numbers, or fan nostalgia, or darker tones. But because of profitability, strategy, and efficient audience targeting. Superman 2025 marked a clean start for DC Studios, and in doing so, outpaced the previous reboot in the metrics that matter most to Hollywood. James Gunn didn't just reboot the franchise, he rebooted the business side too. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.